My point of expression is, in fact, the art of self-expression. Outside those walls is a whole wide world of amazing opportunity. This channel is to say, come with me. I'm going anyway. If you want to come with me, I'm going outside those walls and I'm building something great. This is day 22 of a Speak to the Camera challenge. And today's exercise is a passion pitch. I've recently transitioned myself out of the corporate world. I'm finding the theme for my work is, in fact, the art of self-expression in such a way that I can encourage others to express themselves. I was on the wrong track in life, born into the wrong perception of life. I was taught by school to conform and to fit in, which is something I never ever was able to do. I struggled in the corporate world trying to make myself fit like a square peg in a round hole. I was talented at web development. I was good at it. That's what led me into that role. Through social pressures and my own ideas of what my family expected of me, my own ideas of what society expected of me, what I generated for an expectation of myself led me into doing that work and staying in that work. At a basic level, being imprisoned and chained to a paycheck. I was making good money. It was a socially acceptable job, a job I was good at. It ticked all those boxes. Told myself that I liked it after years of struggling and never being sure. And eventually it's just come to a head following a new thread, a thread that's been running through my life for a long time. And now I've made that transition into creating this YouTube channel to teach people how to express themselves and how to create a life of self-expression by doing it myself. So here we are on this channel. That's the point of this 30-day challenge, to learn to speak to the camera and speak because it's a way for me to express myself and a way to show you that you can do it too. I mean, if I can do it, you can do it. This is not something I ever believed in a million years I could do. This channel is a manifestation of that journey. I've been working with a life coach for a number of years, developing what my passions are, learning how to put my focus on those. I believe it was that work that eventually led me to the circumstances where I was able to make this choice and able to make such a big transition and a big change to be here delivering this for you today. The core mission of this channel, as I see it at the moment, is to target at young professionals, anybody really the ages of say 25 to 40 who are in a professional role in the corporate world and starting to feel a bit disenfranchised by that and perhaps feeling that maybe there's something else. And this channel is to set an example and a guiding light for them to step out and own their own lives again. Not to say that the corporate world is inherently bad. It's right for some people love it, but I believe it's also a breeding ground for a lot of mismatch. This is a call out to you if you're in that position and you're struggling in the corporate world, trying hard to fit in, and you think that's where you need to be because of it's something external to you and it's not your own intrinsic belief, then this message is for you. I see it a lot. You know, you've probably heard the idea of making a prison of our own creation, being a prisoner of our own minds. I think of a metaphor of, imagine a castle with a king in the castle. He's in the palace with his buffet and his banquet, and the castle's surrounded by walls with villages, and there's a village around the castle with people living in that. And so you've got this king, he's got all the money, he's got the control, he's making the rules, passing the laws, and looking after his people. I mean, he's not a bad guy, right? But he's looking after his people within these castle walls. The problem is, within those castle walls, you're then subject to that particular king's set of rules, being fed the scraps that he's got at his table. You never access to the banquet. And outside those walls is a whole wide world of amazing opportunity and amazing things. There's also danger. I mean, there's threat, but you're not ill-equipped to be able to survive out there. And this is me going out of that world. I see the corporate world like that castle, and I'm going outside the walls, and this is my call. This channel is to say, come with me. If you choose, I'm going anyway. If you want to come with me, I'm going outside those walls and I'm building something great. This YouTube channel is the foundation stone for that. You're not going to be able to do it on your own, okay? I can't do it on my own. So you're going to want to have a coach, and that's part of what this YouTube channel's message is, to encourage people to go and seek out that support and seek out that coaching and mentoring. I'm connected to a network of people that can do that. So far on this channel, I'm doing a lot of experimentation at this stage. You see I'm doing this 30-day challenge and speaking to the camera every day, trying out different things. And this is an exercise in pitching my passion project. I've created skits. I've created little pieces where I've taught premises for success and told stories. I've made some shorts, and through that experimentation, coming up with this theme. Basically, what I'm teaching is creating a life where you've got the freedom to express yourself and be able to create what you love is through the very act of expressing yourself and creating what you love. And so rather than just try and preach that, I want to walk the walk. And that's why I'm here now. I'm no longer working full-time in the corporate world. I'm here now in front of this camera and speaking to you and putting my money where my mouth is. Now, it does mean making, well, I guess you could call us some sacrifices. I mean, I was making good money as a web developer. However, it was costing me my joy. Now I'm moving into casual work and looking at work to support that, to support this. I'm putting my money where my mouth is and finding work to support me as I develop this channel. I'm going for it. My strong message to you, if this is something that you want to do, you're going to need to restructure your life. And you do that by focusing on what you love and going for it. And the structures will change to support that, as they have done for me. It can be quite traumatic and stressful and things can change, but here we are. And I'm so happy after having a lot of my social life has changed because I've up and moved from where I was. My corporate life has changed. My work life has changed. I'm in a different environment and doing something very different now. And I'm happy for the first time in a long time. I mean, I had moments of happy. It's not like I was depressed all the time, though I was never fully operating at my peak, which I feel like I am now. I'm able to just express myself. I'm in a new life, new friends, and I'm loving it. I think it's very important to be able to express yourself. And if you talk about a prison of the mind, the inability to express yourself, whether that be through lack of skill, lack of communication skills, which brings me to another point of something I'd like to teach through this channel, is the art of communication. This platform gives me a chance to practice my skills and my communication and show an example for you to be able to do it as well. So I can't be the only one that's on this journey. This journey's life. And so pop in the comments, tell me you're here. And otherwise I'm talking to a void, and I know you're there. So just pop in a comment and say, hey, I'm in your channel. I mean, there's going to be no high pressure sales in here. That's not the point. I'm looking at building a community. I do intend to grab other people, do some research and find inspiring stories and share those with you. I am looking at doing interviews and finding people who have made major life changes and found success out the other side, and bring those on and have interviews as well. Of course, my choice for my life here is to master the art of creating entertaining YouTube videos. And this exercise is all part of that journey of learning how to do that and mastering that as an art form for you and for my audience. Sydney to LA to London, I travelled around studying the natural success curriculum under a fellow by the name of William Whitecloud. Go and look him up because his work is amazing. I've talked about it before and I've mentioned it before. The Magician's Way, which I've got here by chance. I've shared this before. This book is amazing. Start there. It's not the only book available, and I've got other book recommendations, but this is always my first recommendation. I love that book. This book sent me on a whole new path in life. Taught me things I'd come across before, but it's just packaged in a new way that I'd never really been able to grasp. And even reading that book, I was just like, something amazing's in here and I can't quite grasp it. And it wasn't until I sought out a coach and sought out some training did I get to understand it. So I'd love to bring some practical advice to this channel. Those videos are coming. I've got plans, I've got notes. There's stuff in the works. So stay tuned, go and subscribe. It's only going to get better from here. So hit the subscribe button and see what's coming next. The purpose of this channel is self-expression. My self-expression, to express myself on camera for you and show you that you can do it too, to be a guiding light and connect you to resources and bring that information to an easy, accessible source in an entertaining form. I want to try and have fun with this. I'm surprised at my seriousness. I expected my humorous personality come out a bit more than it does. And maybe that's something I can work on as part of this exercise. I think I may come across a bit too serious sometimes. I want to build a community. Pop a comment down, as I said, and welcome to this journey of self-expression. Bevan's self-expression channel. It's currently called Bevan's Bench. We might redefine that. I want your feedback. Come join me. See you tomorrow. Thanks. Bye.